Dude, it needs those scare actors when you could just be walking around doing that. I'd recoil. Get the hell away from me. Jesus.
Hold on, Ricky's got to delete some stuff.
Already did that. Already did that.
Just give him another 30 minutes. He had to record himself eating a sandwich earlier today. This is sandwich review number 247. Notice the crumb on the bread is a little bit less substantial than normal.
Audio going. Recording. Okay. Triple recording. Jesus Christ. We're finally good to go.
We made it through.
Dear Lord.
It smells like markers and pumpkin spice over here.
Yeah, we've just had pumpkin ice cream. We have a whole bunch more over there. We just had a bunch of sandwiches. We were stuffed to the gills, as is tradition when we record one of these videos. I hope you overate and stuffed yourself today, Ricky.
Yeah, I had a couple of bratwursts myself.
Okay. Did you get up at 4:30?
Yep.
Oh my God.
As soon as I'm done with this, I'll probably just conk out and sleep like a baby.
There you go. Well, here we are. We have 5 in front of us. It is a Halloween night. I got more stupid crap. Got more friends. Got her. Got that demon dude way in the background. So I think you've seen just about everything worth showing at this point. Cody's freaking knee deep into glass A. Apparently already. So you got your glasses,
dude.
Yeah, dude. What's the rush? Where's the fire? You got yours poured, Rick?
Yep. They're all poured.
All right, we're doing
I think A is the darkest. It's hard to tell. They're usually pretty close, like always, but
The poured.
Yeah, you might be right. E could be maybe close, but yeah. So we have 5 in front of us here today, and this Halloween Eve, we're doing a unusual hybrid method of recording because Rick is not here. We couldn't stand him any longer, so we did what needed to be done.
All
right, Glass A then.
Smells like a little beeswaxy, more on the wax than honey.
Yeah, beeswax makes a lot of sense. What did you say, Cody?
I don't know. It's like a dark caramel, and like it's a slight hint of like a markery slash like dark fermented fruit, slightly sour, somewhere in between those two things. It's like if you had a marker that was like fermented plum flavor scent or something.
Yeah,
it's a little tart, smelling a little sour, slightly edging on like a kind of darker.
Yep, good call on the sour. Good call on the wax also, Rick. Like, cause that was the first thing that popped into my mind was like when you see like a gourd on a table and it's not been cut open or anything, like you're smelling the skin of like a melon or something.
Yeah, I'm starting to get like plum or prune or something.
Like a little bit of rye or maybe like kind of a corn whiskey. I don't believe there's a corn whiskey in here, but like there's something gives me kind of that aroma, like almost like a dry spirit, neutral spirit. Okay, well, we are starting kind of late this evening, and it's a weeknight, and I want to give Rick a little time to sleep, so why don't we start?
Tastes hotter than it smelled. Flavors follow through though.
Some layers here, or I should say it's like the flavor comes in waves more than that there are layers. Little plastic note right off the top. It is still a little waxy, but there's a little bit more traditional flavor there than I was expecting. Definitely kind of corn forward, and then maybe there's like a rye spice, and it finishes a little bit chalky.
Definitely hits you with the heat at first.
Yeah, sort of waxy caramel sort of thing at first, but I don't really get any fruit note, and I guess the sourness manifests a little bit more in a markery-ish note, sort of, slightly.
Yeah.
But it's mostly the like dark caramel, but then it kind of moves into like the heat. It's like a grain alcohol kind of heat, almost like a burnt flavor.
Yeah, and it gets like under your tongue a lot, and like the undersides of the sides of my tongue like get a lot of that like bitterness. There's kind of a lot going on, but it's a lot of things, not too many of which impress me.
Like the very first, it's like it seems like it's setting up like a base of like, okay, there's some like dark thing going on here. Okay, let's see where, and then it just kind of becomes like a lot of burn, alcohol burn for like the flavor doesn't really progress. It just kind of is like the typical like kind of dark, fairly pleasant, like right at first to burning and kind of like a bitter, like almost like a burnt leather or something. And then that's just like it. The flavor just stops dead in its tracks.
Yeah, and then that's not to say that the flavor runs out. It lasts a while, but it's kind of like that flavor just burns like a candle wick, and like it just doesn't go away. That last flavor you taste, and it is, yeah, there's definitely a markery note to this. This makes me think of like a Sharpie that like doesn't necessarily, maybe isn't even dipped in ink yet. I'm not sure. Well, I was hoping that would be better, but maybe we can rebound with B.
Anything else you wanted to say about it, Rick?
Just that it's like hot, and then it's kind of like diluted rye, and I don't know. It's kind of like rubbed me the wrong way. It was just a little underwhelming. Yeah, like I said, it wasn't very fruity at all. It's kind of missing some sweetness, maybe some little woodiness or something, but just kind of like corn and rye, and I don't know.
Yeah. I think we're in agreement. All right. Class B.
Definitely smells sweeter.
I forgot I have a pumpkin candle right here, in addition to the pumpkin ice cream.
Like kind of nutmeggy and like skin of cherry or something.
I was first getting like it's like a waxy, not a candle, but like.
All right, I better
I don't know.
cover this thing up. We keep talking about wax and stuff.
I don't know what thing I can equate it to, but sort of like a vanilla-ish, kind of like a thick, waxy vanilla, sort of, but also kind of like a pecan pinwheel things, you know, that you can buy. Those like little, it's like a little cinnamon roll you can buy in like a pre-packaged. It's just like the wheel with like the little pecan. It's kind of like caramely, I guess.
I was gonna say I picked up on some nutty.
Yeah, I am more now too. I didn't even get like the real nuttiness of it when I thought those pecan wheel things.
I know exactly what you're talking about. That's pretty close.
Well, to go along with that, Rick, you mentioned cherry also. I think I'm gonna agree with you on the cherry, but it's like a thick skin, like cherry, probably like a cherry that you would put on, you know, on top of a cocktail or something. Okay. Well, without further ado,
see what it does for us and for our mouths.
This one, am I right?
I get more, and I was gonna say this on the nose, but I think maybe I get more on the orange side of things, but I think I still do get like the pecan cluster kind of, not cluster, little like sweet pecan.
Like they took the heat away and added more sweetness, kind of like a cinnamony way. Maybe like the nutmeg we're smelling.
And like maybe there's some kind of fruit that I'm not sure. When you get like one that tastes like a nut primarily, it can kind of be just like dry and not much to it, but it's just enough of whatever the heck that is that it has a little bit of a progression.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with, for me, the cherry. I think this is getting darker to the point of like black cherry. Maybe even black cherry that had been dipped in chocolate, and then all the chocolate like slowly dripped off of it, and then you ate it. But I do sense dry nut of like to me, like kind of like the center, the very like the whitest part of the nut.
Sort of like a mix between a candied pecan and walnut, maybe. And it is.
Which one are you on, Cody?
I'll grab 3.
Oh.
It still could use a little like sweetness, I think, in depth. It still does kind of, I think, for me, have like a little bit of that like dry, nutty nut dust in your mouth, you know?
Yeah, I know all about nut dust.
It's the worst, man.
And
drink water, you know?
All right. Let's see what we can see and see.
More cinnamon on this one. Candy cinnamon.
How about?
Something's
fine. Nothing's ruined.
I'd say if B was like the pecan rolls that your dad had. This is more like on the like typical cinnamon roll side, I think. Like, take the nuts away, put like cream cheese frosting or something on top, or vanilla frosting.
And then put a candy cinnamon heart in the middle. Yeah, I don't know. All I'm primarily getting is that candy heart.
I'm getting like unbaked dough, like a very plain, dry cookie dough, lacking in sugar. It has no like chocolate crumbles or anything in it.
It's like somebody had the cinnamon roll dough out, and then instead of putting cinnamon and sugar in it, they just put like one candy heart in the middle and pushed it down.
Done. All right, well, let's try it.
Vanilla to add to that cinnamon, I think.
Ooh, got a little kick to it.
I thought it was kind of watery at first. It might be that this is lower proof, or who knows.
Yeah, to me, this is like burning my throat.
Blink and you miss it, and I dare say there's a rubbery note, but then that goes away. Gosh.
I can see that. To me, I'm just getting like the cinnamon candy that Cody talked about, but like
A red hot or,
like a mouthful of.
or like a hot tamale, whichever one's which. There's other flavor there before it starts with the really hot, red hot flavor, but I don't know what it is. It's barely flavor. Maybe somebody like rinsed that unbaked dough with water, and then that water is the first part. Even the cinnamon part isn't all that flavorful. It's not that sweet.
Yeah.
It's just like kind of hot cinnamon. And it's not like awful. It's just
It's like hot cinnamon without the powerful cinnamon part of it. It's like just the hot part of the hot cinnamon. Like there is a little bit like, I think I'm gonna call it honey. Like a very extremely light honey drizzling over that bread that we keep talking about. The sweetness that's like covering a honey roasted nut, but not without the overt nuttiness here. I don't know. I really don't taste much. It's more just like the effect it has in your tongue, like a hot tamale.
All right.
Oh,
Are we on to 4?
mm-hmm. I got like on the 5th sniff, I got toothpaste. Sage? Where is this thing going?
Husky or barley kind of.
This one's kind of cool so far. I wish I could just grab a hold of it for a minute and have time to analyze it, but then the smell just goes away and turns into something else. Or okay, it's mellowing out. Yeah, this makes me think like herbal, floral.
Yeah. I'll say like it's kind of evolving to a more floral.
It's just slightly minty, even.
I'd just say like a expired pumpkin spice with like a touch of mint.
I kind of like it. Just like this would make for a good like bar of soap. I'm just
Slight little fermenty smell too.
maybe just a tinge of sourness. I'm like with A. Huh. Okay. Well, I'm fascinated. Will my tongue also be?
This burns the back of my throat like seeded, but the flavor is like more there, and it's more pleasant to me. This is like, I don't know, like molasses, or I don't know if that's kind of dark, but maybe more honeyish. But
This makes me think of like thistle. It's herbal in the way that like clove would be, but without being quite as strong and pungent. It's more like slightly sweet. Well, God, what do I want to say about this?
yeah, I'm still getting some like, I don't know if it's a little oakiness or a little grainy.
Yeah, there's a little bit of wood character there. I'm not picking up as much as the mint as I was smelling.
Yeah, I don't know I don't think I have the right notes on that one, but I guess I'll still for now stick with like a pumpkin spice mix that is like expired, because it's not like super flavorful in that way, and then you get some of the oak, and then there's like a hint of like freshness that you could almost equate to like a mint, but it's very faint and it kind of runs throughout.
That is peculiar. That's one of probably the oddest birds I think we've tasted. And it's not bad. Yeah, it's very hard to describe that one. Okay, maybe we'll find more normality in Class E.
Normality? If you
Yes.
wanted normal, you came to the wrong place.
That's Rick like letting you into the haunted house of Reach's house of scares.
Yeah.
All right, this one. This smells like a keeper. This has like probably the most traditional notes so far for me.
Very, very pleasant.
Caramel fudge.
Maybe like molasses, charred corn, and powdered sugar or something.
A little
Yeah.
toasted marshmallow.
You actually haven't used confectionery sugar in a while, Cody.
Yeah, it came so that kind of effervescent, like that kind of little like airy sugariness on top.
I'm gonna say burnt marshmallow slightly in there. It smells good, man. This is like what you doing there? It's not gonna sit up there. Yeah, this one smells great. It just smells like classic bourbon. All right, will it taste like it?
Let us see.
Tastes like what I said for me. Got a nice mouthfeel though.
Mm-hmm. Little greeniness in the back end, the aftertaste. That's it. Good heat to it.
Mhm.
This is pretty good. Yeah, a little bit of honey cluster, a little bit of pecan pie filling, brown sugar.
That's for the sweet tooth boys.
Yeah, there is just like a flash of bitterness in the very end. I'm not sure if that's youth or if that's like rye or what. But I think maybe even just a tiny fleeting brush of apple, golden crisp or something.
But what about Cookie Crisp? any of that in there?
I can't say that came to mind, Rick.
Yeah. Neither did it for me. I just wanted to say that.
It tastes like you had like a sugar daddy candy, and you charred up some corn real nice and ground it up and sprinkled it on top.
What's a sugar daddy? I wonder if the battery in this thing still works. If it does, it'll be really annoying.
The lights went off. With
Should I just leave it like that for the review?
That's fine. Is
Sorry,
it?
it's like,
Oh, I can't really hear it too well, but
it's just like chirping.
Hmm.
I think the wings even move, but go at your own speed and rank them. God, D is weird. Man, that's weird.
A is like a lot sweeter to me now. So
My B is like cinnamon candy is all I can taste. I don't know whether I like it or not. I liked it the first time, but
Wow, A tastes so different now to me. You're right, whoever said that.
that'll be me. I'll take credit.
yeah, it had to be B that I said was a cinnamon. No, I don't think it was.
Why do these keep changing? I'm struggling. Like every time I pick one up, I'm like, oh, this is a little different than last time. So I gotta like redo it. That D and E are consistent. All the first three to me are all kind of changing.
You can revise it to it's like eating eucalyptus with expired pumpkin spice.
Oh,
What is this?
that's man meat. Is what that
What's
is.
this material?
I'm not there for him to molest.
Adrian made his shorts out of a pool net.
Like meshy feeling. It's got that outside. So Rick Cody has a new excitement release. To me, it sounds like he's doing the normal one, except he's also vomiting. Like imagine Roger Rabbit has his alcohol, right? And the whole time he's doing this, he's just puking.
Yeah.
The whole time. You are something, Cody.
That's for all the chicks out there.
A little something for the ladies.
The Battle of the Cinnamons. We have two that taste like normal bourbons, two that taste like cinnamon, and then one that tastes like vegetal. I know which one Adrian is picking number one. I think I've found my way, Ricky. With age comes wisdom
Yeah.
and prostate cancer.
Yeah. I get that test.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Okay, who's first?
Yep.
Okay. Best to worst. I know you guys. I hate myself for this order, honestly. Okay, I'm fine with this one, which is my favorite, is E. Then, believe it or not, D.
Maybe believe it or not. I thought that was number one. I'm shocked.
I had a feeling that's what you were. Then A, then C, then B.
Interesting.
I went E. A grew with me, and those
Same.
were the two bourbon flavored ones. And then D, because it's not really my style, but it was like seemed decent and had flavors going on. And I went B.
Okay.
Again, because it was interesting and had a few flavors going on, whereas D or C was a similar style and it was almost more pleasant. It was so just like hot cinnamon and what else. At least like B was like dry nut too, I guess.
All right, Ricky, what's your order?
So E, A, kind of similar, but then let's see. Then I'm a basic bitch. I like my sweeties. Okay.
Okay.
B, like Clay said, B was more interesting. It had a lot more going on than just sweetness. Had nuttiness, and then C was like, I think that was just like hot. It's like cinnamon. All there was to it. And then D is the vegetable one, which I'm not big on vegetable stuff. So.
Okay. So I mean, E is the obvious. Yeah, it was a unanimous winner. In fact.
It's crazy how A went like when we first drank
Yeah.
A, meh, that's not very impressive. And then we went back and
Yep.
Wasn't quite as like bitter or burnt tasting the second
Sure.
time.
So the order is Cody's EADBC. No surprise here. Adrian likes the weird one. But like Cody said, like this isn't bad. It's not. I guess should look over here. It's weird, but it's kind of fascinating. It has a lot of stuff going on, and if you like herbal stuff, like D could be like your jam of your life. E is just so classic. It's great. So got to put that on top. Like, and it lasts. Like even as my tongue's exhausted, like I taste something from beginning to end, and it's all classic bourbon notes. A, I'm with Cody. It grew a lot. I don't know how it started where it started and ended up where it ended up because it just like transformed back. It started getting more and more like
magic.
less grainy, less like I think I said neutral grain spirits and stuff like that. At the beginning, bitter. It was weird. I don't know. It became like fairly traditional by the end. And I'm the one who went C over B, but I mean, Cody, I know you were sympathetic to me. Like I think C tasted a little better to me. I don't know. Neither of them seemed complex. But C also had the flavor that kind of lasted the best. B was taking the worst beating of all five of these in terms of when my tongue was getting tired, I couldn't taste as much of it. And it gets us to theme.
I'll go with my earlier one. Cinnamon.
Cinnamon pecan, except for glass D.
Not quite. Or not at all, I guess, I suppose. So,
Wrong in every way you could be wrong.
so these were all YouTuber brands. So, C is our first bottle of Barrel King. This is called Ancient Indiana. The tater sticker says Ancient Indiana. It's obviously made to look like an ancient age label. This is Barrel King straight bourbon whiskey. 113.8 proof. Put that over there. God,
That's
that can-
unfortunate. That brand is supposed to be pretty damn good.
Well, it's one of those things where everything he makes practically a single barrel, so that could just be a bad,
Right, yeah,
you know.
I bet it is.
No.
So, Rick, I don't know if you remember ADHD whiskey. He's the guy that was like kind of a comedian,
Kind
YouTuber.
of like Will Ferrell, he's
Oh.
German, he's kind of chubby.
He works for that brand.
Okay.
Cool guy, by the way. I think gives really good, I think, honest opinions on stuff. So I like that about him. And if you dig a guy with a sense of humor, could be for you. Glass B. This is the only one we had already. This is Pursuit United, Bourbon Pursuit. They do like a podcast on bourbons, and they post like 2-minute reviews of stuff. I got to meet him. This one's not signed, but I have like 2 other bottles that are signed. Insert picture here. I want to say it's Ken something. Ken Coleman or something like that. Forgive me, I don't remember your name, sir. Okay. Next is D, which is Caleb's Crossing. This one's not technically a YouTuber, it's a bourbon blog. Rare Bird 101 made his own brand. He is a big Wild Turkey fan. Oh, by the way, so Barrel King is bourbon. Pursuit United is a double oaked bourbon. Caleb's Crossing is a blend of straight bourbon and rye, so that is a burr rye.
Yeah, this one D did remind me sort of a rare breed rye.
So that's the weird vegetal one. So it's a burr rye, so a lot of that we can attribute to the rye part of it. Although I'm pretty sure there's another one in here that's a burr rye. Okay, A is Evernorth Essence. This is their American whiskey. So this is the other burr rye. Remember them? Bourbon Junkies, yeah. So this is their American whiskey. So that could mean anything. It's 54% corn, 41% rye, 5% malted barley. Distilled in Maryland and Indiana. So this is probably a blend of Sagamore and MGP, if I had to guess. Basically a burr rye. Now, I will tell you, I have more bottles from them. These were picked largely because they were similar in proof, although there is like a 12-point proof difference from lowest to highest. And the winner today is the Reveries Raven by Take from Whiskey Raiders. Take is the guy who came up with the Take scale. He's a well-known bourbon critic. That's his brand. He's been doing picks and stuff for like 10 years. He decided to come out with his own brand about a year ago. And I bought that. That was like kind of like the bottle nobody wanted. There was like 4 other bottles for the Reveries you could get. All those sold out, and this thing was still like hanging around. I bought it, and come to find out, that is now a very valuable bottle. People really want the Raven. They're like $300 or something like that, like way more than I paid for it. That's supposed to be pretty good.
Cool.
Ended up winning today. It's a little unfair to put burr ryes against bourbons, but the burr ryes had a pretty good showing here, coming in second and third.
What were the proofs going down the line?
So the lowest proof was Pursuit United, which was 108. By the way, we bottle killed this one. 108. Then it went to, I think Barrel King was next at 113.8. Then Caleb's Crossing, 114.6. We're gonna have a bit of a jump here up to, or no, not so big, I guess. This is 117, the Evernorth. We are going pretty much in proof order though, except for these two at the bottom. And then the Reveries is 128.8. Significant proof advantage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like more, not to try to change what I said or anything, but A keeps growing on me, and it's like sweeter than, like every time I have it, it's more sweet than I feel like I remember. And I feel like I'd almost pick it for just like a drink it, like, you know, like just good chill and drink it. E is getting hotter. I was gonna say that before I knew that, by the way, but I also get like backtracking. Somebody here is backtracking. Like I said, with a lot of the other ones, I get a little bit of like pecan on this one too. I think it's more complex than A, but A is a little easier to just go down. Stick that in order. A is pretty good.
And for the Raven, if you're curious, it's made of 9-year Indiana bourbon, 75-21-4. 9-year Indiana bourbon, 75-21-4. That's the low. That's right. That's the low rye for MGP. Kentucky 78-10-12, almost half of this, and then 14-year Kentucky 75-13-12-11, or 75-13-12. That might be the Jim Beam alternate profile. I'm not sure. I might be talking out of my ass if I try to guess.
Yeah, it's like for me, I guess it took a while to get there, but it's like A and E were the most bourbon tasting, and the two that I easily picked above the other, the Take and the Evernorth. But D, I could see if you were like really a rye guy and you like the like herbal, like fresh, like almost minty kind of notes. then I would have potentially picked it, but I'm not as big into that. And then the other two, I think, were a step down.
Yeah, I would agree. And to be clear, the other two aren't bad, but even like the worst one here, I mean, obviously I was going back and forth forever, so like none of these are bad. I would drink any of these anytime. Yeah, for me, it's this is such a curiosity D. It's like weird to judge it in any way, but for me, E is definitely the winner. Big step down to D, big step down then, and then A, B, and C are all pretty close. But yeah, A keeps getting better, and A is like inching its way back up. It's like, why didn't you just pick the Evernorth bourbon, to put in this group? And it's because the proof was like way out of whack. Same with a couple other things here. I had to pick even as far apart as it's like 108 to 128. It's like 20 proof. I don't like them being that far apart, but that's like as close as I could make it to make this happen. So that sometimes you're dealt a hand and you have to play it. So. But anyway, thank you all for joining us on this.
Yep.
I don't know when I'm going to get this posted, but sometime before Halloween. So happy Halloween, everybody.
What is the best YouTuber bourbon?
Trick or treat.
Tell me, I have a squab is a name given to the young of which bird?
Squaw.
So I need a bird name, Cody. I'm gonna guess a crow.
Turkey.
Turkey. Yeah.
Pigeon. We suck. In what American state is it illegal to dress up like a priest or a nun? Like Utah, maybe?
I'll throw in California for the hell of it.
It's Alabama, apparently. A tick bite can make you allergic to what food?
Meat.
Well, red meat, but I'll count it. How many ribs are in a human body? Ribs, there we go. That's sort of Halloween. Skeleton. Where's my skeleton? He's over there.
Can't remember. 13 for men.
22.
24.
Damn it. That's my other answer.
Oh my god, it was 20. The boy, that was 24. That was. What is the Twitter bird's official name? I think this was from before.
Yeah.
No, this was only like 2 years ago, so I don't know.
Tweet?
That's a name. Tweet, yeah, it's probably like Twiddle or something like that, like, no. Nothing like that. Larry.
Indian, and it was spicy, and we got the same ice cream place that you guys went to, and I got, you had me, or I got the, it was like the swirls. Like,
Smurf.
Yeah,
you got a big old...
and the spiciness mixed with all that ice cream, I just shat my brains out into your toilet, and I took a picture of it, and it was pretty interesting to look at.
Yeah,
bright blue ice cream and red Indian food.
Yeah.
Just like purple poop.
Let's go get more ice cream.
We
just keep filling it up. We'll have like a mustache next time.
It's like, do you have any boxes of mistakes? And they're like, no, you were just here. So I drive around, I come back, and I'm like, I would like a strawberry sundae and a banana split and a butternut crunch and a Buckeye brownie, and then like they're like, okay, what else would you like? And I'm like, you know what? Never mind. I cancel. Then I drive away, come back around. I'm like, okay, now do you have a box of mistakes?
Gaming system.
Yeah.